point, but something the Doppler radar is able to indicate and look into these thunderstorms, and I can confirm from being here on the ground is there are some areas of inflow into this thunderstorm, and that's basically what we look at when we're talking about thunderstorms that are capable of producing a tornado. The inflow of the rising air being drawn up into the actual southern edge of the thunderstorm, and obviously accompanying with that, we're seeing some very strong winds and some torrential downpours, and it looks like this extends probably as far south as the northern edge of Bowling Green, from what I can tell from my vantage point. But many people can often mistake these low-hanging clouds for those funnel clouds, which in fact is not actually the funnel cloud. It's a lot of times the inflow being drawn into the thunderstorm, and that's exactly what I'm seeing as I'm at one of the overpasses here over I-75, just north of Bowling Green.
Well, and you're right, we're looking at this storm track up in Doppler there, not quite reaching down to Bowling Green as we see the live pictures from our SkyTrack up in VGS UCAM, which is right there on the campus by I-75, the stadium there, looking northward. So the storm is staying just north of the city of Bowling Green. But Chris, if you're north of town, if you get up to, say, 582 there, the Lucky Haskins Exchange heading east, we're looking at that cell that was heading towards Lucky. The guys over the
that's exactly where I am. I'm on 582, right at the overpass over I-75, and certainly this is inside is what you call the bear cage of the storm at this point with the rain that's coming down. And if I look to the south, I can see the southern extent of the storm, and that's in fact where I am seeing that inflow up into the thunderstorm and that loose area of rotation at this point.
Okay. Meteorologists Mike Stone and Robert Shields checking with us now on the latest on this tornado warning which remains in effect.
First of all, I want to say there's a warning up in Lenawee County as well, but we're seeing that storm weaken rapidly and expect that warning to be canceled possibly soon because there isn't any indication of rotation up there. We're still seeing across the north end of Bowling Green into the Lucky and Pemberville areas that there's very heavy rain, and there's still a possibility that this storm could develop into a tornado that would touch down. It was interesting hearing Chris Vickers. He knows what he's looking at out there, and what he described, what we saw on our cameras, and what we're seeing that Mike Stone's helping us see in the 3D vision of this storm. You can see similarities in the shape. You can see in the clouds, when you look at it, you can see how it is. There's inflow into the cloud, as Chris was saying, and then it looks like it's stretched out horizontally across the sky. And that's what we see when we're looking 3D with Mike Stone. And Mike's calling that up for us right now. That can give us a look at the swings.
Mike's been the busy but silent partner over there in the weather center.
Running the controls.
We want to make sure we hear from you over there, Mike.
There's no INT, people. The heavy rain, as Robert mentioned, has been just north of Bowling Green. The one thing, I'm just going to back it up like about 2 scans there, and you can see that kind of magenta that's east of Waterville. And watch over the last couple scans, they got bigger, and all of a sudden it's weakening a little bit. There's still a lot of heavy rain in there, some hail and some strong winds, but that's one little sign that the most intense part of the storm is weakening a little bit. And we're seeing this little diamond right there giving an indication might have some hail, maybe about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. We look at this other product, and when you kind of have this red and green juxtaposed there, in this area right here, we've been watching for the rotation. And a piece of good news with this is the last couple scans, it has not been as pronounced. So even though it's still raining at a very good clip, I mean, not out of the realm of possibility of getting another inch or 2 of rain in like 15, 30 minutes.
What do you guys as weather scientists make of the fact that we're watching this thing go through on Doppler, and yet our friends of the National Weather Service have made no change, have not extended it at all that warning area?
Well, the one part of the storm that is still a concern is an area almost like the diamond is. That is still within a tornado
But
warning.
if I were looking east of there and that were heading my way, but they haven't extended the warning that way.
No, not as of yet. I mean, as this continues to track eastward, they may extend that just a little bit, but that part of the storm there is where the rotation is. That's just where the really heavy rain, some gusty winds are. The main part of the rotation is still back here northwest of Bowling Green, just southeast of Waterville. It's right there. So we may actually see this